The second question that we asked people was, what are some examples of the positive impacts that your organization has been involved in or is going to be involved in relative to sustainability? So for those answers,
I think the Australian beef industry can be very proud of the advances it's made. We now produce beef in a very, very sustainable fashion. We can demonstrate this by clear improvement in biodiversity. We have improved water quality. We have improved soil health across the nation. So as an industry, I think our credentials are very strong in these areas and many others.
Heifer International has been actively developing sustainable communities for over 65 years now and is currently working in nearly 50 countries worldwide. By providing livestock and training, families are transformed out of poverty and into viable and productive communities. Community groups are the unit of decision-making in determining which type of animal is best for the local markets, available feedstuffs, and other factors in the local project area. The community group selects which families will receive the training first. They build proper sheds, they grow or acquire the feed necessary to raise the animal, and then a good quality animal is provided. Each recipient is obligated to pass on this gift by providing the first female offspring to another family that has also been trained and prepared for an improved quality animal.
Some examples of sustainability in Elanco. Well, number one, it's what we do every day. It's providing technology to this industry, consistently providing great technology that does the following things. Make that animal more productive, use less resources, appeal to a broader base of consumers, and use less of the environment. We're doing that right now at a record pace. We must continue that. Number two is we need to ignite our 2,500 employees. And we started this back a couple years ago and linking it to the social and the economic. We signed a joint venture with Heifer International. We're bringing 100,000 families out of hunger with animals. Secondly is here in Indianapolis, an effort to bring Indianapolis to no hungry children in a short period of time. Those are two examples.
The importance of sustainable supply chain to McDonald's and our brand starts with our values. That is part of our heritage. It's part of who we are as a company to be a socially responsible company. When issues related to beef in the Amazon were questioned in the late 80s, McDonald's took a firm stance that no matter what, the fact is we're not going to do anything to contribute to further deforestation of places like the Amazon. And we lived that. We lived that through beef. We lived it recently through issues related to soya farming in the Amazon. And our filter wasn't, what's the best cost perspective of McDonald's. That was very much in terms of what is the right thing to do.
Things like making sure the employees are treated fairly, making sure the animals are treated humanely, making sure that we're protecting our natural resources. If you can look at it as a protection of the investment that we're making in the business for the future to make sure that the things that we need in our supply chain are there tomorrow.
One of our key focuses is really making sure that, and it's beyond just beef, it's having a sustainable land management commitment, making sure that as we look at our beef supply, that we are looking at that from a sustainability side from a long term, as well as our poultry, our feed. We want to make sure that 5-10 years out, that if we source beef out of Latin America, it's going to be coming from sustainable land management that will provide us good tasting, high quality beef in the long term.
WWF has a long history of working with industry and stakeholders around specific commodities. Now, we worked with industry to create the Forest Stewardship Council. We did the same with Unilever and others around the Marine Stewardship Council. It is an ever-growing part of our work because whether it's a tiger, or an elephant, or a lion, almost everything we care about, their survival will depend on getting it right in terms of how we feed humanity and meet humanity's needs.
As an organization which is almost 60 years old, with more than 125,000 people working with us around the world, we take many regional initiatives in order to be as sustainable as we possibly can within our industry. We feel we are pioneers in Brazil in communicating with our suppliers, in preserving forest land. Also in other parts of the world where water is an issue, we have been pioneering with our suppliers in order to reduce water usage through the whole chain of production where we are involved. And we're very active with our customers around the world to let them know what we are doing and to continue to enhance our efforts in order to reduce the impact that our production system has so that we can be more of a sustainable company.
As you may know, the Rainforest Alliance has been working for 20 years plus in sustainable forest, farm, and tourism management, certifying sustainable practices in more than 70 countries around the world. And I'm pleased to announce that in July we launched with the Sustainable Agriculture Network a new standard for sustainable beef, particularly aimed at tropical beef to address deforestation, greenhouse gas emissions, animal welfare, water pollution issues, biodiversity, and a host of other issues associated with really what is one of the main drivers of deforestation in the tropics, cattle production.
We are committed to Amazon conservation, and since 2005 we have been working with our suppliers, academics, NGOs, and the government to build a more sustainable and transparent supply chain. We want to provide our customers with complete and detailed information about the beef they buy in our stores.
In 2010, Walmart Brazil launched a pioneering online traceability program called Selected Quality, Guaranteed Origin.
The aim of this program is to help our customers choose more sustainable products at a high quality and best value. Now, when our customer go in our store, he can use his phone or go into the website and follow the products all the way from the cattle farm to the processing plant and then to the store.
Together with Walmart, we have developed an innovative traceability project, and our intention is to provide as much information as possible on the origin of the product and the conditions of how the animal is reared. In this way, we can develop solutions with Walmart that will give confidence to the consumer and provide incentives for the farmers to preserve our natural resources. Working with different stakeholders, we have been able to set new standards on monitoring our supply chain, and so are able to assure customers that no cattle purchases are linked to new deforestation of the Amazon region.
This project is very important to us, and we hope it will be a catalyst to change the beef industry in Brazil.
I see three areas that my company is making a positive impact on sustainable beef. Number one, by sponsoring events like this and being very active in industry associations around the country, myself, my people, my company, we're going to be engaged in the dialogue with customers and producers to provide the solutions to create a beef sustainable model. Secondly, the products we bring to the market have a positive impact on sustainable beef. For example, the technologies that are used in place for beef production, today if we did not use those products, it would take 442 million more acres to produce the same amount of beef that we produce today. Thirdly, we will continue to invest in research and development to bring products that help beef to be sustainable in the future.
If you would like to contribute your own vision of what your answer is to those two questions, send it to us. We'll make that available to anybody who is interested in it. What we're saying with these elements in this discussion is not that there is one right way or that either or all of these things are perfect in how they're approaching it. The effort is that how are you making an attempt to do better, to make continuous improvements in these areas? That's the intention. As you move forward the rest of the days, I look forward to meeting you, visiting with you, gaining an understanding of what sustainable beef looks like to you. Thank you.